My name is my mind at the same one. Or Tamaka, so doing down has some money.
My dad's a tail of Mashida, the child.
And I saw him in Mashida. My Jaro Kata, planted and the Mount Loban, the Lama Kunatao Mayavare, Lakunatao Yavare, Kunatao and Maro, Selma Lobra, Uri Machine, the Tainatao Mayavare. Clear Tom Shivare, Nabuari, Aluchivari, Sasson, where we are, Kaliri, Jamai, and you. Clearly, Jamai together solution and never put at my dinner on Juare, Juara, same Yolution, Passan Power, my cook illusion of Seku Vidali, I don't know Passamo, while Nina and Janet, Sewa, Jaco Rank couple of solution, I will matrimony, while I'm Sicilia, Sata who paid out the Abbey, Kalejama, Lumukaba, Lutea, and Shiva.
Since 2012, the government of Myanmar has put social protection at the top of its priority agenda. Ever since, it created social protection technical support group as well as a social protection working committee with the main purpose of developing a national social protection strategic plan. In order to do so, the technical support group on social protection undertook a social protection assessment-based national dialogue with the support of the International Labour Organization alongside a number of United Nations country team members in Myanmar.
The assessment-based national dialogue is a three-step process. The first step assesses the social protection situation in a country. The second step proposes social protection programs and evaluates their costs. The third step produces a final report and submits it for endorsement of some of the recommendations by the government.
For me, ABND is a very useful tool to assess and to develop, to build a system for the social protection, as it is very systematic and a step-by-step exercise. That is the framework for the platform that put all the stakeholders into the discussions. And then
a multi-stakeholder platform is leading all three steps of the ABND, involving line ministries, United Nations agencies, workers and employers, academia, NGOs, CSOs, and other development partners. The ILO and the World Bank collaborated to combine the assessment-based national dialogue and the social protection assessment methodologies in Myanmar.
In Myanmar, the ILO and the World Bank worked very well together around the ABND platform because the World Bank contributed inputs to the discussions of the ABND. Such inputs included an inventory of social protection programs that informed initial discussions and preliminary findings of implementation modalities for public works programs and cash assistance in Myanmar. And I think both technical assistance and platforms for discussion are a very good way for the social protection assessment of the World Bank to be disseminated, even if as a work in progress. I think
so in the national dialogue, we identify current our social security scheme and policy gaps, implementation gaps regarding social protection in the country.
Participants of the national dialogue benchmark existing social protection programs against the 4 guarantees of the social protection floor, which aims at ensuring income security along the life cycle and access to essential healthcare.
I really appreciate the effort of assessment-based national dialogue last couple of years, and it encouraged the discussions amongst the ministries who are working in the social protection in the country.
So the costing tool that we use, the ABND process, was a really nice way of kind of taking a lot of the discussion that we had earlier on around the kind of vision of certain ways we might move forward and types of interventions we were thinking about. It was a really interesting way to learn and facilitate discussion around turning that into concrete numbers and kind of looking at the way that that would actually look in the fiscal specs. You know, we're talking about how much percentage of GDP here or how much government revenue. So I think those kind of questions were quite new to a lot of the group. And it was hard for us to conceptualize what this meant in terms of scale and in terms of feasibility. So I found that absolutely fascinating, and I think it actually helped the group, especially around child issues, to really think about what could be done next year, what could be done over 5 years, what could be done over the next 30 years in terms of the practicalities of doing this on the ground through different ministries. And I think
Cost of social protection packages along the life cycle was evaluated with the Rapid Assessment Protocol. Poverty impact simulations showed that poverty could be reduced by 13.2% if a comprehensive package was introduced.
Yes, ABND process and its outputs, which is instrumental to the development of National Social Protection Strategy Plan, and which we have launched in December 2014. And ABND exercise itself contribute to the raising awareness on the social protection. It is for the social protection. It is a very wide area, and that wide area, all the line ministries and all the development partners and all the agencies who are working in that area, we are sitting together and to formulate about to identify the gaps for that area and also for the policy option. This is a main.
As a trade unionist, I want my country to protect me as a citizen, as a resident, as a human being.